Gilbert Arenas was pretty upset at Shannon Sharpe. Like, he wasn't mincing words. He even asked, play the audio. And he was basically calling out Shannon Sharpe for basically breaking rank. So what we want to do is we're going to play exactly what Gilbert Arenas said on his show. And then we're going to come back and react to his comments. Take a listen to what Gilbert Arenas had to say here.
Will LeBron still be the same player if he never played for the Heat?
Yeah.
No question about it?
You think he would still have those two championships, but somewhere else?
Yeah.
In Cleveland? He stayed?
Yeah, so what happens there, Gil?
I don't think he went into if he stays in Cleveland.
Huh?
So if he doesn't go to Miami, does he leave?
Yeah, does he go somewhere else or he stays?
And you saying wherever he goes, he gonna win?
Championship.
Really?
I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
So he'd have went west?
Championship.
He'd have beat Kobe?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You think any other team would have allowed him to do that? Whatever the hell they did.
I think people well,
I feel like
you want to play Shannon Sharpe first? Or?
I don't think we have it accessible.
Okay, so, yeah, I heard
Arena.
Shannon Sharpe, and, that was weird because, he's supposed to be a LeBron supporter. All right.
I think he's keeping it real, Gil.
No, he's keeping it false.
Wait, what is Shannon Sharpe saying?
Okay. Well, let's then put it in perspective. When LeBron James was a free agent, him, Bosh, and Wade, and Mike Miller were teamed up. So in theory, wherever he went,
they were going
to win championships because it was four of them together. That's the narrative that they're not understanding. So if it was Heat, if it was New York Knicks, where they were supposed to go, they were going to dominate because four of them was coming together. It wasn't just him going. The Knicks messed the trade up by signing Amari Stoudemire because they didn't know what LeBron and them were doing. So they signed Amari, and then they're like, we don't want to play with Amari. We have our crew, right? And then they said, all right, well, let's just go to Miami because they didn't want to play in Cleveland. Bosh didn't want to play in Cleveland, too cold, and because he wanted to get out of Toronto. And Wade was like, I'm not going there, right? So they was coming as a package already. So no matter where he went, yes, he was going to be who he was.
So that's basically you saying no matter where he went, they was gonna follow him to support him in getting the championship somewhere else, regardless of where he went.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't really about him being by himself and going to win them championships. Like he's saying if I didn't go to Miami, he's saying it as if he's not gonna be with those other niggas.
No, he said Heat. I don't know what
he's saying. If I didn't really need this Miami thing to solidify my career.
They needed him. He didn't need Miami. They needed him.
So you don't think like the Heat culture, all that stuff?
What is the Heat culture?
Dwayne Wade and his championship before he got there. The championship that D-Wade won.
Oh, because they traded for a generational player by the name of Shaquille O'Neal, brought in Gary Payton, brought in all these other players to build with Dwayne Wade so they can win a championship. That's what the Heat culture is? Because all their championships was bought with generational players. They wasn't building nothing. They didn't build a team. They bought a team. They bought Shaquille O'Neal, Gary Payton, and all of them. And then the next championships they won, they bought LeBron James, Chris Bosh, and Mike Miller and Ray Allen. They bought that.
So this Heat culture now is new?
I can tell you what the Heat culture is.
Like when did it start?
The notepad is out.
Before LeBron got there.
He said it was bought.
It wasn't bought? Those players was inherited?
Because if you can say that about them, you can say that about all the teams that actually bought championships.
When you're talking about Heat culture, then Heat culture should look like Golden State culture.
Why should it? It wouldn't be Heat culture.
Because it
would be Golden State culture.
No, what I'm saying is they drafted those players and built them. Right, you're pretending you're building these players because before LeBron got there, first round loss. It says 15-67, first round loss. Then LeBron and the crew came and then they went to the championship, and then they won a championship, and then they won a championship, and then they went to the championship. LeBron left. LeBron left. Wade and the Heat culture and Bosh is still there. No playoffs. Did he take the Heat culture with him?
So you heard what Gilbert Arenas had to say. I was surprised when I heard that. I was very, very surprised. Number one, if you could see Gilbert's expression, he genuinely seemed annoyed by the entire conversation. You could see it on his face, on his countenance, that he looked annoyed. Number two, the part that surprised me was the fact that he called out Shannon Sharpe by name. He said, Shannon, you're supposed to be a LeBron guy. And to me, I'm like, well, yes, Shannon Sharpe is a LeBron guy, but is he not allowed to have a strong opinion on LeBron from time to time? Like, is he not allowed? Does he have to believe everything that comes out of the LeBron James gospel? Like, really, does he? I thought Shannon Sharpe made a fair point, and I think the majority of the people that heard him agreed.